Welcome to the Jimbo No Show. I am Jimbo Banks. I got my co-host with me, Harry Ezell III.
What's up?
So, what's going on, Harry?
I'm feeling a lot better, Jimbo. Feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better. Just living the life.
Living a life
Living the
and
life.
partying up?
Party, maybe just a little too hard, but I'm still partying.
Yeah. Today's show, we're just going to talk about a couple of games since we didn't really watch too many games this weekend because somebody partied the whole weekend and I basically worked the whole weekend. So, you want to start with your first game?
So the first game that's on the agenda is going to be the mighty Gamecocks of South Carolina versus the Commodores of Vanderbilt. This game was very, very important for the Gamecocks because since we beat Georgia, if we win this game, that basically means Georgia needs to win out and Carolina needs two more losses in order for Georgia to be able to get the SEC this game for the Gamecocks. And it started off a little rocky. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Did you see the game at all? Any bit?
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah. So opening kickoff, the guy runs the ball back 91 yards on the opening kickoff, and I'm just thinking, oh, okay, Carolina, don't do this to me. You win the game that you're supposed to win against Georgia, and now you're going to lose the game that you're supposed to destroy the team against, which is Vanderbilt. I mean, Vanderbilt's pretty much been the whipping boy of the East. They retooled their coaching staff and got a whole bunch of ex-NFL coaches in there now, and you can tell that they got those guys playing at a very high level, very high level. They just don't have the talent in there, but they're playing at a very high level. So, guy runs the ball back 91 yards. Carolina comes out on offense, run a few offensive plays, and then we punt the ball. And then Vanderbilt starts to march the ball down the field again. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if they go up 10 zip or 14 zip, it'd
You're going to
be
be
a hole.
pissed.
Yeah, I'm going to be pissed. So the drive stalls out. Vanderbilt doesn't score. And I'm just thinking, okay, this is a good sign. The defense is actually trying to do something now. The defense is going to play finally. You know, it's week, I think, 3 for us. 3 or 4. 3, yeah.
Three.
And yeah, the defense is now finally going to show. So this is a good sign. This is a good sign. So Carolina gets the ball back. We do a quick strike. We tie the game up, and then Vanderbilt goes down there, kicks a field goal, and goes up 10-7. And I'm thinking, okay, if we can get into the half down by, no, I'm actually wrong. I'm actually wrong. I do apologize. Uh, Vanderbilt scored another touchdown on us, and it's 14-7. Then we kick a field goal, it's 10-14, and we have the ball. And we're driving down. I'm thinking, okay, we can just go in there and get us a field goal, go into the halftime 13-14. That'll be good. But we drive down there, we get a touchdown. It's 17-14. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, we're up 17-14. There's a little bit of time left on the clock, and Vanderbilt's driving. I was like, they kicked the field goal and tie it up. I'm not too upset. Carolina's in a good position. It's like coming out playing a half of football at 0-0. It's a good sign for us. And luckily, this was our lucky break in the game, is that we get a real interception, and we actually go up 24-0. Jimbo, I'm going to have to pause this for a quick second, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was actually recording the show.
Okay, well, oh shit. So you want me to wait?
Yeah, I thought it was something about Julia. That's why I picked up.
Okay, well, what time you want me to call you back?
No, I'll call you back when I'm done, okay? All right. Bye. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My sister's flying back from an international trip, and my parents was calling, so I thought it was something about her. So I just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Oh, you all
But
good, man.
yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. So where was I? Oh yeah, Carolina gets an interception when Vanderbilt was driving. It actually is a pick six, and we go into the half 24-14. So I'm thinking, man, this is looking really good. This is looking really good. Carolina's up 24-14 against Vanderbilt. So that right there is at least 2 scores that they need to get for them to come back and tie the football game. So I'm thinking, okay, this is really good. This is really good. Game goes on, and Vanderbilt's, I mean, how should I say, Vanderbilt's offense look very good. Their defense still suspect. They gotta tighten some things up. Carolina ultimately wins the game 48-24. So they put up a couple more scores on us, and we pretty much just ran all over them, opposed our will. Mike Davis was just running for like 5 and 6 yards a clip on them, which was just manhandling them.
Whoever don't know who Mike Davis is, his older brother James Davis was the better running back.
Yeah, because he went to Clemson.
No, he just was a better running back.
Had nothing because he went to Clemson. Huh?
Didn't have to do nothing with Clemson. I'm just saying his brother was better than he is.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. It's kind of funny because when you talk about Mike Davis, everybody had him as a preseason Heisman Trophy candidate. And I was just thinking, nah, he's not a preseason, a dark horse Heisman Trophy candidate. And I was thinking, no. If you watched last year, he pretty much broke down towards the end of October into November just from running the ball. And he didn't have a whole lot of carries to where you're thinking, okay, yeah, we overworked him. So I don't think that he's physically conditioned yet to be worthy of a Heisman Trophy because he just can't play a full season. So,
but he got injured too, though.
Yeah, he did get injured. You know, I think it was like a hamstring. It was like when I look at players and they get injured and I see like dislocations, breaks, tears, stuff like that, I can say, yeah, those are injuries that are just freaks of nature. You really can't train your body to prevent those. But like stuff like pulled hamstring, or muscle strain.
You're supposed to stress that before you start playing the game so you won't pull those things.
Yeah, anything that has to do with like stress because you overworked the muscle means that you're not really trained, you're not really physically conditioned to handle that type of workload. That's just, if you're going to be a workhorse, you have to produce like a workhorse. You just can't be that way some of the time and expect to reap the rewards. You have to be that all the time to reap the rewards. But I would like to talk about that Clemson-Florida State game. And from what I watched of that one, Clemson, in my opinion, should have won that game.
We did what we know we do. I can't say the real word I was thinking about because I don't want to put that kind of language on the show. But we beat ourselves.
You know, you really can't blame it on the kicker.
Oh no, I ain't blaming it on him.
Yeah,
I blame it on the dumbass who with 30 people in 1 pound.
Yeah, because y'all were up 10-3, weren't y'all?
One time we was up, 10-3.
Yeah, and then they had a freakish touchdown in the fourth quarter to tie it and to send it to tie it, and then y'all had a chance to win it before it went to OT.
Yes. Then we decided to fumble the football with 1 minute and 30-something seconds left.
Yeah, that's, to me, y'all were, the fumble happened at the wrong time, in my opinion. You know, y'all went within field goal range. Y'all were just trying to bleed the clock. And what do? You run the ball to bleed the clock, right?
Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to throw the ball because if you drop it, you
stops the clock.
Stops the clock.
Yeah. And you run the ball. Granted, yeah, he did run where everybody was on the field, and he fumbled the ball. And I was just thinking, do you take a knee in that situation and force them to try to score in the minute and 30 seconds for a quarterback this is his first start or whatnot? I was thinking about different scenarios and things.
That wasn't his first start, though.
For Florida State? That wasn't his first start?
Oh, for Florida State. Okay, yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Clemson quarterback.
No. The Florida State quarterback, to me, watching that game, he really didn't do anything to impress me that whole entire game. he hit a couple of throws here and there, but he didn't make any really game-changing plays, in my opinion. It was basically one on the strength of the defense, because granted, only 10 points were scored, and it was one of the strength of one freakish play to prevent y'all from scoring a field goal at the very end. So y'all's defense is very legit, and Florida State got very, very, very lucky. It would have been nice to see what y'all could have done with Jameis Winston in there, because it would have been nice to see if y'all can actually stop him the way y'all stopped him, because they weren't able to run the ball, they weren't able to pass the ball. They only put up 3 points in practically 40 minutes of football, if you think about it. It was
but I think if he would have been playing, it would have been a little bit more higher score on their end. Because look what we couldn't do last year.
Yeah.
We almost got the same defense back this year.
Yeah. Okay.
You still got the same starting 4 people right there in the front line and everything from last year.
Okay. It's one of those things. Like, I would have loved to have seen Alabama and Florida State last year for the national championship.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Because we all know who really would have won that.
Oh yeah.
Bama.
Oh yeah. There's no doubt in my mind, Bama.
Because Bama's got a better defense than a lot of people think they are.
I don't think Bama would have steamrolled them.
No, it would have been a lot.
That
would have been a better competition between the two teams.
Well, I mean, that game played, Florida State again won it on a game-winning drive. So
missing the 109-yard field goal and running back for a touchdown.
Yeah. So let's switch gears to the NFL, because those were honestly the only 2 college games that I watched. When it comes to the NFL, I do apologize since I was partying a little bit much that weekend. Part of the festivities included a Braves game that I wish I would have stayed home to watch football that I went to.
You mean that killing?
Yeah, it was BP for the Mets, pretty much. And
we got to give a shout out to Haight, who's a big Mets fan, but he still sucked, by the way, Haight.
Yeah, the Mets suck, Haight. I did watch that Thursday beatdown to a point. The Falcons versus the Buccaneers.
You mean the Falcons versus the high school team?
Yeah, I wouldn't even disrespect the high school team right now with that.
Pee Wee League team?
Yeah, it was a beatdown. It's a beatdown of epic proportion. That's how much of a beatdown it was.
If you go down by 28 points by the end of the first quarter, something's wrong.
Yeah, it was. Devin Hester on that one play when Tampa intercepted the ball, and Hester ran down, punched it out, and then recovered it. I was just like, this is not a good night for Tampa Bay.
Nope.
Not at all. And then, of course, the Falcons went down, scored again. And I can't remember, was this the one where they kicked the ball off and the guy fumbled on the kickoff, or they're starting to run the ball and the guy fumbles when he was running the ball? It was just...
It's one of the two.
Yeah, it's one of the two. There were so many turnovers, at least 5 turnovers by Tampa Bay in the first half alone. And a very good point was brought to me about the game was that the running back who fumbled the ball, it wasn't Doug Martin, it was the other guy who fumbled the ball for Tampa Bay. He got 1 fumble and he was pulled out of the game. Whereas the quarterback threw an interception and he didn't get pulled out of the game. I don't think that was fair, because nobody at the current time was playing well. Give the other guy a shot back there and see what he can. And lo and behold, what's his name? Glenn Gannon, or whatever his name is, the backup for Tampa Bay, came in and actually scored points.
Scored 14 points.
Yeah.
Well, one was a pick six. He couldn't. One was a pick six anyways.
Yeah, I mean, but still, they scored. I mean.
Yeah. They should have put him in a lot earlier than that.
A lot earlier. And when you look at the stats of the game, even though 45 or 50-something points were put up against the Buccaneers defense, Like the first 4 touchdowns of the game, they were playing with a short field and gave up less than 200 yards.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, yeah, their defense played legit, but it's very hard to defend 20 yards of the field, 10 yards of the field. I mean,
You got
you
that
hope,
right. When
yeah,
you back to the wall, you ain't gonna defend pretty good.
yeah. You hope your offense can get you at least 1 or 2 first downs, and then if 1 or 2 first downs will just get you in the end zone, guess what that results in? Yeah,
Time for your defense to rest and get
yeah.
energy back.
You got to help them out down there in Tampa. You got to help them out in Tampa. The only thing that I'm actually looking forward to this week is that we finally get to see Teddy Bridgewater in a starting role now instead of coming off a bench. We see a full 60 minutes
Yeah.
of football from Teddy Bridgewater, and we all knew that was coming because Matt Castle wasn't getting the job done,
No.
regardless of if his foot is hurt or not. And I don't think we're going to see Menzel this season because the Browns have actually been in every game they've played. Even though they've only won the one, they've been very close in every game they played. So Hoyer's getting it done. I don't think we're going to see Menzel.
You're gonna see him like a trickery plays like you did last weekend.
Yeah, that's about it. I just want to know, of course, Jacksonville, again, is a bottom dweller.
They they
So,
they like the Oakland Raiders. If you play either one of those two teams, Tampa Bay, Oakland Raiders, you're pretty sure almost got a win.
no, it's like last year in fantasy football, your defense was whomever's playing Jacksonville. That's who your defense. Yeah. But, give Blake Bortles a shot. I see Blake Bortles playing by week 5 in Jacksonville. They don't get it
Yeah.
together.
We gotta talk about RG3 real quick, man. That man is
Oh,
injury prone, man. Every year he's in the league, he gets injured. How many more
I
years do you
really,
think he got?
I really think that Donovan McNabb grew his braids back and put on a Redskin jersey again because Mr. Glass is back in the NFL. He stayed hurt. RG3 stayed hurt. I mean, his rookie year he got hurt. His sophomore year he got hurt, and now his junior year he got hurt. He stayed hurt. Anybody would tell you, especially in football, when you get injured once,
Maybe
you can come
twice.
back, you can come back from that. When you get injured twice, now you're injury prone. You get a third injury, yeah, you're definitely done. I mean, Dan Snyder traded to get that pick, and he turned out to be fragile. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
But, it's going to be kind of hard if Kirk Cousins, even though they lost last week,
But he still
if he
looked good
can,
though.
yeah, they look very good. Look very good. They lost on a late field goal, so it wasn't like they got beat. And they scored 34 or 35 points. So,
Yeah, the game was 37-34.
yeah,
The Pigeons won.
the Pigeons. Yeah, so, yeah, he can move. He understands the offense that Jake Gruden or John Gruden, whatever. No, it's John Gruden's son.
Yeah.
Jay Gruden, yeah. He understands the offense that he wants to run. And when Jay Gruden was the coordinator in Kansas City, I'm sorry, not Kansas City, the Bengals, with, what's the redheaded boy's name there? You know what I'm talking about?
I can't think of his name.
Oh my gosh, his name just escaped me. They just paid him all that money too.
Let's talk about redhead.
Andy Dalton. Andy
There we
Dalton's
go.
his name. Andy Dalton, that's his type of quarterback, a pocket passer, and that's when Cincinnati was winning all those games, and now he's got a pocket passer, unlike RG3, a guy who wants to run around. So Kirk Cousins fits his system a lot better than RG3. So, and, if I had to choose it, I would go Kirk Cousins if you want a pocket passer. Even though RG3 is going to be more dynamic for you, Kirk Cousins is the guy who knows how to run your system efficiently.
I would agree with that because, like you said, he mostly wants a pocket passer in the game.
Yeah. I'm just glad that the Giants won.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Can I
I'm just glad that the
go
Giants
0-3?
won. Yeah. And I believe the Steelers beat the
You damn right they did.
Panthers.
They knocked the snot out of them.
Yeah, what was the final score of that one? I didn't get a chance to watch it.
It was. I look it up right now.
Oh, look at this. The Braves beat the Pirates. Yeah. When I'm not there, they can decide to win.
It was 37-19.
37-19. Okay.
Only thing I don't like about the Steelers right now, they won't play Martavis Bryant right now. I don't know why they ain't playing him. The guy is 6'5". He made the team, but it seemed like they're not playing him. He made the second string wide receivers.
Oh, Antonio Brown's tearing it up though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the guy is 6'5". You just throw it up 10 foot, he can hop up and get it.
Throw it up, he can go get it.
Yeah.
That is nice to have a 6'5" receiver out there. I don't know, but the Steelers with Bell, with the defense. The defense that still looks suspect to me. They went out, they got 4. I think for the past two drives they went defense. So they got 4 of their draft picks starting now on their defense. So those guys need to pay off.
Yeah, the defense did look kind of sluggish on Sunday night, but they pulled it out a win. So a win is a win, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whether it's by 1 or a million, a win is a win. So we'll have to see what we can do next week. Come back and we can talk about it again. Because actually, I take that back. You were talking about this earlier before we came on, and I just remembered I did watch the highlights of the Bears versus the help me out here.
New York Jets.
The Jets, yeah, I did see. I did see the highlights of that game, and the Bears on offense, they throw the ball around a whole lot. A whole lot. Didn't see too many running plays. But they throw the ball around a whole lot. It's
where do you think they're gonna put Vic over Emmanuel in?
Vic over Gino? I think Gino would have to get hurt in New York before we see Vic.
I mean, he threw like 4 interceptions that night. 4 in the red zone.
This is only his sophomore season, he's still getting a grasp on the offense. They got a bruising running back to actually save and protect him, and he's getting at least 4 or 5 yards a clip whenever he runs, and he runs very, very hard. So I think Gino stays in there because he can win you a game and also lose you a game on his arm as well. And then Michael Vick, he's now going to be as a backup quarterback if he decides to stay in the NFL. Like I said with RG3, he's injury prone. He stays hurt. He's never played a full 16 games.
Yeah.
So, absolutely not. But if your quarterback gets hurt, do you want him to come in and win you a couple games? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that. You want to any closing statements before we go on?
Closing statements is check out my show coming out this Sunday, The Equalizer. This is probably the most anticipated movie that we wanted to see this summer that was not Lame Lucy, and Lucy was a bust. So we're hoping that nobody still knows what happens in Lucy. Yeah,
not even the film director.
Yeah, not even him, especially him. So we're hoping that this Equalizer movie is as good as the previews make it out to be. And that's it.
All right. We're going to do the show same time next week, right?
Same time, 10 o'clock. And hopefully I won't be on call next week.
All right. So once again, this is the Jimbo No Show, and we'll be back next Wednesday at 10 o'clock. See you then. Peace.